Hello everyone and welcome to another Planet Coaster Park Spotlight. Today I'm joined by a very special guest, Iron Matty.
Hello, and thank you ever so much for having me along, Dan.
So yeah, today we're looking around Funderland Adventure Valley, created by Rai2312. So, Rai says, welcome to Funderland Adventure Valley. This is the latest build I have to offer. The main theme is a vintage-esque feel throughout the park and a number of differently themed areas rides. Take a walk through the park has plenty of fun for all ages. We have a number of rides within the park with their themed areas. There's 11 coasters, 1 water coaster, 2 transport rides and 11 uniquely themed flat rides. The park is kind of similar to Universal Islands of Adventure Florida within its layout, around one lake, merging perfectly with the areas and blending everything throughout, not based similar. It also says that it's taken him 18 months to create and nearly 1,300 hours with just under 100,000 pieces. So yeah, I think we should get straight into it. Okay, so here we are at the park entrance. Nothing really fully jumping out apart from this inversion, which, of course, perfect timing, we just missed it.
That looks fantastic, though. I love how you can see a coaster the second you walk into the park. And just from you reading that description as well, Dan, 100,000 pieces. I mean, I know that's small numbers to you PC guys, but as console players, that just blows my mind. I think the most I've seen in a park is about 45,000, and that's like top level, 130% PS5, so wow.
Yeah, I think usually you'll see PC parks going between 70 to 130,000. Usually a little smaller for mini parks. Then you have people like Nerd Chacha. I think his latest ones are like 320,000 pieces, and it's just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like 10 times what a PS5 would handle.
Yeah.
But that coaster looks amazing. It looks so good.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Yeah, that Giga at the top there just looks insane.
Some really nice sight lines in this park just as you come in straight away.
I know, right, so I'm just going to head over this way. I like this little sign just here. Small, but it works.
Just nice little realism. Just that little entrance queue, just that little realistic touch.
Yeah.
See, there's going to be so many things that I see in this park that I'm not accustomed to seeing. So this is my first ever PC experience in Spotlight-wise. I'm not used to spotlighting a PC, so there's going to be a lot of stuff here that really, I'm like, oh, I've never seen that before. I like a lot of TMT I've never seen.
Immediately just looking at this building, I think it's just the font which is TMTK. Just looking at it, I can see all the vintage pieces being used here.
Yeah.
But yeah, then moving back around, I absolutely just love this park entrance.
That's sensational. All using in-game pieces as well.
Yeah.
There's no like TMTK that I can see there. That's just using the in-game pieces that are already readily available, and it just looks sensational. I mean, such an amazing build.
Yeah, I also like how the cable car is like integrated to the top of that. So it's like right from the entrance.
Oh, I never even saw that. Yes, yeah, I can see it now. Wow.
Yeah.
I never even noticed that.
It's like straight from the entrance. As a coaster enthusiast probably would do, you jump on the cable car and get to the back of the park where there's no queues.
Yep. First thing you do when you get into a park, into the second the gates open, straight over to the opposite side of the park, get on all the big white knuckle coasters as quick as possible.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like very simple. You don't really need too complex of a park entrance, but I love how Rai Rai's incorporated the standard turnstiles in the build.
Yeah, to great effect as well. It's hidden them horrible pillars that are so unsightly as well. There should be an option for ride entrances and the park entrances just to change them up, because they're not the most visually pleasing, are they?
Yeah, they're not the nicest to look at, but I think a solution like this, which covers up most of it but still has like the light which displays if the park's open or closed, I think it's probably one of the easiest ways to utilize that function without the really ugly looking gate.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on in, we've got the Sky Ride, which, I mean, it's a circular park, so we might have a look at it later, but yeah. And it just looks so nice coming out of the entrance building here.
It looks very realistic. It genuinely looks like a real park. It looks like the type of place that you would genuinely go to. It looks very realistic.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? Hidden Mickeys. Find all the heads. There's 22 in total, dotted all over the place.
Wow, that's a challenge and a half. How many do you think we'll find?
Oof. I know there's 2 down by the entrance, kind of on top of the sign. But those are the only 2 I've seen whilst going around the park getting the POVs.
Alright, we'll keep our eyes peeled then for some more.
Yeah. More really nice ride placement with just the carousel here above the entrance.
I do like how it's lowered.
Yeah,
I really like that. I think it looks very visually pleasing once again, just its placement.
Yeah, I think like terrain work could be at least 10% of the park. 'Cause if it's all just flat, unless it works with the location of it, you're going to have some hills.
You need terrain. You need elevation changes in park. I mean, differing elevation changes can make or break a park. Like just what you just said. If you have a completely flat park, it can break park, and it doesn't need to be subtle. You don't need to be creating hills and mountains or anything like that. Just even the little subtle changes, like maybe even like just 1 story's worth, or even just like a little kind of like bump here and there, just makes a difference.
Yeah, then down we go, and I guess we have 2 options, left or right.
Always go left.
Yeah, I enjoy going left in parks as well. Wow.
I can't even tell how many coasters are there. Is that 2 or 3 different coasters I'm seeing?
I think it's 3.
Yeah, it looks like 3. I mean, it's incredible. Look at some of them inversions as well.
Yeah,
that top one there.
Yeah, I love the custom supporting here. It just looks so wacky, but also so cool.
Yeah.
It
almost looks like something out of War of the Worlds, but it works.
Yeah.
Some time and patience gone into that right there.
Yeah. Anyways, I love to do this little trick as well with the what are they? The singing people.
Yeah, the singing quartet.
Yeah, I always think it's really cool when you like incorporate them with the bandstand, because they're kind of, the pieces are like designed to go together.
Yeah, it looks, and you can actually it almost looks completely seamless as well. You can't actually tell that back piece is there because the foliage behind matches.
Yeah. Then what have we got? We've got ourselves a flat ride. Radius. What I love about it is how, even though the whole thing has like the generic sci-fi look, just recoloring a ride can really integrate it into a theme. And
that's below ground as well.
Yeah,
low level enterprise, so it's just been dropped down ever so slightly. So it's actually below ground.
Yeah.
That's sensational. That looks amazing, especially with the glass canopy as well, going all the way around, and then all the lights as well that have been placed. I mean, that must have taken a while in itself alone. This prize looks amazing. That's one of my favourite I've seen, actually. It's not massively done. It's quite simple and effective, but it really, really works. I think it looks absolutely sensational.
Yeah, and especially when it's like up and you have this kind of sightline here. The sightlines in these parks just get absolutely incredible.
Yeah, you can see now why so many hours have been sunk into this park.
Yeah.
Why it took 18 months in the first place.
Yeah. 18 months is insane. I'm currently doing a park on my Twitch, which is like probably going to be around half the size of this, and I haven't even finished one area and I've been going for like a month.
Wow.
Yeah, anyway, I think we've got our first coaster, double loop-de-loop.
Nice queue line.
Yeah.
Foliage around. It's not a cattle pen queue either as well, which is always nice to see. So many people always kind of like default back to the cattle pen queue line.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, I love the station.
Same. I think it looks absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. And of course, another thing which I always think is really cool to do is skinning up these really ugly barriers.
Yeah. That's really nice skin as well over it as well.
Yeah. So let's go for a ride on it. So that was double loop-de-loop. Matty, what do you think?
I think it was absolutely sensational. Really, really great coaster. Just from the very first lift hill alone, the subtle, tiny little drop with that subtle banking just to the right as well just worked really well straight into them two loops. And that zero G roll at the very end, I was not expecting that. Completely trippy. Yeah, fantastic ride. Really nicely done. Great smoothing all the way around. Yeah, nothing else to add. Really good.
Yeah, it definitely has those realistic touches with the very shallow drop off the lift hill. Just for safety reasons.
Made me think of Corkscrew from Alton Towers. Until the zero G roll at the very end. Because, of course, Alton Towers didn't have the zero G roll.
Yeah.
But up till that point, I was getting very reminiscent Corkscrew vibes.
Yeah, I know when Raro put the POV on his YouTube channel, I was like, oh, it looks like just another arrow looper. And then it got to that fun times bit. I was just like, whoa, this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, very unique. Yeah, really nice ride. Great job.
Yeah. Right, so where are we going to head next? I think it's down this way.
It's beautiful around here.
Yeah, I just absolutely love like this flat ride skin. It's just so cool.
That's incredible.
When you look at it, each of these sections will be 4 of those vintage pieces, and then the column and the bulbs. That's what? About 7 pieces for each of those?
That's insane. But it's worth it.
Yeah, I think, especially when it comes to PC parts on not the greatest of computers, a bit like my one, you have to go with, yes, I want it to be detailed, but then also the less is more approach.
Yeah. Yeah. I get that.
But yeah, so what's this one called? Musical swings. I think that really fits, especially how we're in a bit more of a fantasy area, as I can see from like the benches.
Yeah, kind of like it's almost kind of giving me almost the Sound of Music kind of vibes. It kind of like does look like that kind of colouring, that kind of era of like very pale blue kind of thing. Like it does feel like a musical, so I can see that. It kind of like is very in fitting with the theme.
Yeah, and also the other thing that I've noticed is how well the areas went together.
It didn't feel like we were transitioning from one area to another, did it really? Because it happened so naturally. I mean, that's just an amazing shot that you've got there, right there, with the Enterprise and the Cherubplane both going together simultaneously,
Yeah.
and that's an amazing shot.
Yeah, I think when like you're building a park, you have to consider what does the skyline look like, because if it just looks like a giant mess of track, then it won't look very pleasing.
I mean, already, I mean, if I was doing this park tour, I would have already seen about 10 different places where I'd be getting a thumbnail from already. It's just one of them types of parks where you're just spoilt for choice because everywhere you look is so nice. I love this to the left here. I could just see that kind of like that water wheel, and it just, looks ace.
Yeah. So it looks like we have ourselves another coaster, a Witch's Flight.
Like how it's coming over the water as well. This queue
Yeah.
path. Oh, it's making me very jealous now, walking around a PC park. This is making me extremely envious.
Yeah, but it's like my mini park was only 22,000 pieces. If you recreated most of the TMTK which I used, which was mostly really just fonts, you could probably get away and be able to build it on maybe a
You can do that
PS5.
on a PS4. You can do that on a PS4. There's a mini Mickey Mouse
Oh,
above you.
yep, there's one. So what are we on to? 3?
Oh, the first one that I've seen, you said there were 2 by the entrance. I didn't see them, but I will go with 3.
Yeah, but yeah, again, I love. Usually, I hate it when you get to the entrance and you have to wait for the next car. But here, I'm like, no, make me wait here because just these views are amazing.
Yeah, they really, really are.
Yeah, how many coasters are in this one shot? It's 4,
3, 4.
3 or 4. So I can just about see the Lifton of one there.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it now.
Anyway, so it seems like we're at another coaster. B&M Flawless. So,
I like the numbers on the floor.
yeah, I think in a real one you either get them on the floor or kind of hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, it's really nice. I love their station. I'm excited to go on this.
Yeah. Right, so that was A Witch's Flight. just crazy how long these are. And also, like, just the amount of interactions this one has. Like, when you come off the lift hill, there's another one there. And then you go around this flat ride, and then a helix around this flat ride.
I mean, where are you supposed to start a ride like that? Where do you start to begin giving feedback for a ride such as that? It was absolutely sensational. It was massively long.
7,000 feet.
Wow.
I think.
But at no point, despite the fact that that ride was long, at any point were you bored? At any point were you thinking this is going on for too long? Because at all times there was something interesting going on. At all times there was something to see. There was different types of inversions all the way through. It didn't feel samey at any point. I felt like we've just been on an entire park tour just on one ride alone.
Yeah, and just looking at the length being 7,500 feet, combined with such a high average speed, it just, you're doing 7,500 feet in about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, I can't even begin to imagine how long that ride would have taken, purely just because of how smooth it was as well. It was just beautifully smoothed all the way around. Not a single section of that ride did it feel like it needed smoothing at all. So the amount of time that must have gone into just going around that ride and smoothing it, that must have been hours just going around smoothing that one ride alone. Just sensational. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. There's no more high praise I can give that ride. There genuinely isn't. Absolutely incredible. Loved it.
Yeah, and also the music on there, I think it's the music selection on board a ride can just elevate the whole experience. Yeah.
Maybe would have liked to have seen maybe just a little bit of fencing around here, just because of how close it feels like you're getting to the ride. Maybe just would have been nice just to see a little tiny bit of don't die fencing or something, just for that guest safety. When you can like kind of reach out with your hand and touch the coaster. It feels a little bit dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, again, another amazing sight when you come out the exit here.
I just can't get over the sight lines in this park. Just can't quite believe them. So good. Above and beyond what us console guys can do. You can see how this is 100,000 pieces.
Yeah. And then immediately again, you have this giant inversion.
That looks awesome.
Yeah.
Is that the same coaster that was by the entrance?
Which one?
The one that we were just looking at?
This one.
Yeah. Is that the same one by the entrance that we were looking at? Or is that
I think
different? Because is that a completely different ride? No, it can't be. It's too far away.
Yeah.
How many coasters are actually in this park then in total?
Well, I think it was 11.
11? Wow. We've only done 2.
Yeah, this is going to be a long spotlight.
Yeah, we better strap in.
Anyway, I think this is the flat ride we just saw down there.
Yeah, that would make sense. The Witch's Curse, kind of like very unfitting with the theme.
Yeah.
Ride that we've been on.
And then again, straight into a whole nother theme.
So now we're going into a sci-fi theme.
Then, of course, on the other side, there's the Insanity, which...
Yeah, it just looks amazing as well.
Yeah. I think the best part is how he's managed to tone down all the flashing lights that come on the default one.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah. But I think we should head down the queue of Space Drop because... well, that looks incredible.
But yeah, it looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
It really does. I love this queue line.
Yeah. The music down at the entrance, just the ambient music, just reminding me of Star Wars, just straight away.
All right, okay. I wish we could do this on console. Have these monitors, the images on them. You can't do that.
Yeah. I think some of these might just be the in-game ones.
You don't even have that.
Really?
We don't have any working monitors at all.
Oh wow.
Looks to be us.
Yeah. I think these are like the Fireflies. like the effect, the fireflies, but they look like the stars. I think that is such a creative use.
If that is the case, then that's amazing.
Yeah.
Love this queue line.
Oh wow.
My God, that looks amazing.
You can even get a sneak peek like into the actual ride area.
What a station.
Oh yeah. This is just straight up out of some sci-fi movie.
It says Star Trek or Star Wars, isn't it?
Yeah, just immediately it reminds me of that.
Even the ride operator. Alien look.
Yeah. So that was the dive coaster.
That was beautiful. Once again, just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. I think it's like when you look at it outside, all you see is the main drop and the first inversion, and everything else is just inside.
I mean, I came onto the coaster expecting it to be amazing, judging from the first two that we've been on alone, and it certainly didn't disappoint. Not in any way. I mean, if you're saying there's 11 coasters in this park and we've still got another 8 to go on, and judging from the first three, what have we got to expect coming up? Because these are just so good. I've loved all three.
Yeah. Looks like we are coming out into the castle section. I love this little detail.
Just the dragon sleeping in a cage.
Yeah. I think it helps like transition you out of the space area to the castle area.
Going like kind of from the sci-fi to the fantasy, like the fairy tale.
Yeah. And then of course you got a giant coaster go straight over.
Everywhere you look, by the end of the spotlight, Dan, I'm going to run out of positive words. By the end, I am literally just going to be rinsing and repeating the same things over and over. But how many times already have I said like kind of visually pleasing and just it looks really nice everywhere? Again, just the same point once again. I need to
Yeah.
start finding adjectives to start describing this park. That was good timing.
Castle ruins and food court. What's over here? This must be the boat station.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. And I think... Right, I think we've got to go up.
What I'm finding in this park is that there's not a single square meter that isn't decorated. Like literally every single square meter, there is something, whether that be a flower or a rock or a bush. There's literally not a single area that hasn't been decorated. Not one. There's no dead zone anywhere.
Yeah. And from what I'm seeing, all these castle ruins, I think this whole castle can be easily done on console.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The castle, we've got most of the pieces for that.
Yeah. And it's just like, look how that looks like a genuine pile of rubble.
Yeah, I believe we have them pieces on the console because I don't believe any of that is TMTK.
Yeah, I don't think it is. But yeah, we got the castle ruins. Oh.
I'd be fascinated to see what some of you PC guys would be like, given the limitations of a console. Give you guys like a PS or PS5 and like kind of say, right, create the most detailed park you can, obviously without the luxury of TMTK because we don't have it. And with the percentage in mind, see what you guys can create. I'd love to see what you'd be like kind of with like them limitations imposed on you.
Yeah, I think I would probably be I wouldn't even get outside of a 40 by 40 park.
Maybe that's a challenge we'll have to look at maybe at some point in the future.
Yeah, I thought maybe
with consoles and giving you them limitations.
Yeah, maybe you could just tell me all the limitations and I'd try to do something on PC.
About 40,000 piece.
Right.
40,000 pieces, give or take. But then obviously that is very much dependent upon the pathing and things like that. So the biggest percentage killer on the console is pathing.
Yeah.
All the percentage.
Yeah. Just seeing this really lovely food court, just the beams in holding up the roof.
That's beautiful.
I think when you start seeing builders who could build things like this, you start seeing pieces being used in a very strange way. You'll see this drop tower here. I love the ride sign for it.
Really nicely done. Once again,
yeah.
TMK, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah. But then again, from here, you can just look across the park.
I love that flat skin ride, that drop tower.
Yeah. And I'm just seeing this spooky area. And it's like, wow.
I love the way that ride starts. I've noticed this on all the coasters so far.
Yeah.
He's not going straight into a lift hill.
Yeah.
He's got that little subtle drop first that goes around and then into the lift hill. And it feels so much more realistic than coming out of the station and going straight into a lift hill, which so many people do.
Yeah.
I love this look of this ride.
Yeah.
And again, what we were alluding to like earlier on in the spotlight, elevation changes. The reason this ride looks as good as it does is purely because of this elevation. The way that we can walk up the hill here and look at this ride from multiple different angles. It looks sensational because it almost looks like it's built into a gully or valley, very much like reminiscent of Nemesis from Alton Towers.
Yeah.
I mean, this ride is made by that elevation change, or certainly part of it. One of the key features of that ride was that elevation change. It was just fantastic. I love that. How you can see the coaster drop looking through the entrance.
Yeah.
Smack bang in the middle as well.
Yeah. Well, also, there's just this entrance as well. I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
It
looks awesome.
The thing I'm really interested in is how has he done this effect on here, because it looks like it's all moving, but I'm not exactly sure how he's done that. I think it's some sort of smoke.
Must be.
Yeah, but it's like
no, I can see it like kind of very shimmery.
Yeah.
It must be smoke. Oh my god, this looks so good.
God, lighting, just when it's night and you get to start doing lighting, if you get the colours right, a coaster and an area can just look absolutely incredible.
Very, like, lighting is the same as elevation changes. It can make or break a park.
Yeah. Look at this for timing.
Look at this station.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what of this is not TNTK. I think
quite a lot of this is not TMTK.
I'm looking around and it's
pretty
like
much all of this is non-TMTK.
Yeah.
And with the exception of maybe the screen and
Yeah.
the pictures of the screens. But other than that, I think
Yeah.
like this kitchen could be recreated on a console once again.
Yeah. And this is another thing that I love about parks is when people like put skins here on the coasters, and it's
Yeah,
like it hides up the ugly section of the stations.
yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah. So that was Ghost, and it's just wow.
I'm kind of with you on that, Dan. I can't think of any words to describe that other than wow.
Yeah, it's like I actually need to think for a moment because I think I I missed most of the streams where he built this one, so I came in and it was like, hello, it's like, oh, you've missed this one, let me show you the POV. I was like, oh, cool. And then it went into that underground area, and I was just like, oh my word.
That's my favourite of the rides that we've been on so far. I Oh, it's funny because the coaster, I can't remember what the name of it was. I'm sorry. The really long one, that one that I said was one of the best
I want
coasters
that one there.
I've been on.
It's like
Yeah,
yeah,
the one that was one of the best coasters I've been on in any spotlight. This one has come along and surpassed it.
yeah.
That was
And
insane.
yeah. And then again, there's just the Giga in the background.
Ghost. I can't see any ride surpassing Ghost from Monument because that was just so good.
It goes
If you
all over the
upright, upside
place.
down, sideways, I couldn't tell because the way that he's done the decoration and the theming around it makes it look like you're upright a lot of the time, and then it'd come out and I'd be like, oh, upside down. I didn't even realise that.
Yeah, it's just crazy. So yeah, Ghost. Um, it is incredible. I think it's one of the last ones he built as well. Yeah,
I can't really add much more than what I've already said, to be honest, without repeating myself.
yeah. But I am seeing a giant wooden coaster at the top of this hill.
Love the elevation, and just like we've already said multiple times, it's how the park is just always changing levels. It's like we feel quite high up now, as to
Yeah,
where we were at the start.
yeah. I'm looking at this drop tower, and I think the station is underground, because I think if it was around there, it would be taller. So I really want to see.
Is that one of the tallest in the game?
I think it's the second tallest ride second or third tallest you can do.
I mean, to be fair, we're going down quite a way.
Yeah.
We're going down a very long way.
Yeah, I want to see this station because I'm just really interested.
On queue line.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Love this tower, by the way. Love how it's underground.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, and the theming as well. It's like, I think this is the in-game log, but I think it's one of the more detailed pieces. Because whenever I see it in like the piece list, I always think that's a TMTK piece, and then I realise, wait, no, it's not. It's a main game piece.
I was actually using that piece 2 days ago, building a log cabin. I was literally using it about less than 48 hours ago. I was using that piece.
Wow.
A lot.
Yeah. And also, just me being surprised at it being main game just shows how much stuff the game has to offer. Because I've been playing for 3.5 years now, and I still have not seen every single piece that you can use. Right. Timber Trail.
Love this queue line.
Yeah.
Just amazing. Love
Yeah.
that, how it's just wooden planks just up there. So many things I'm seeing in this park that I'm like, I have to try that at some point.
Yeah, it's like whenever you open up a park on PC that's like built by someone who's been playing the game for years, you just think, oh, I want to steal that idea. Oh, I love this. I think this is one of the plants being used as sawdust.
Looks like wood chippings, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just all.
Everything.
Yeah.
That's
All the queues are they're just like really well themed. Like there's not 100,000 pieces per queue line, but it's enough to really immerse you.
100%. I feel completely immersed in this park. Even just from the second we entered the park and I said, this feels like a realistic real park, that feeling hasn't gone away.
Yeah.
It feels like a real park. This feels like the type of place that I would come and
Yeah.
visit.
Wow, this was longer than the Blue Coaster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 7,700 feet.
Wow. I'll strap in for this one then.
Yeah. Okay, so Timber Trail.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Wooden coaster did exactly what it needed to. Took a great momentum all the way around. Really nice, consistent speed. Nice moments of airtime. Some great banking. That final corner, before it came into the station, the long right-hander was awesome. It just felt like a right-hander that just didn't want to end. It went on for ages. It was awesome. I was there for that all day. I could have like kind of gone on that twice just for that end
Yeah.
section.
The
Great ride.
The one thing, just this area is just like, you don't feel like you're in the rest of the park. It's like that hidden gem at the back of the park. Let me see what it's like at day.
Oh, there we go. We can see it now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I like the little detail, like the logs just in the water. And I've also ended up.
I think going to the station at night was probably one of the best things, because the station, like kind of the whole queue line at night, looked amazing.
Yeah.
I think going to the queue at night was probably the best thing we could have done.
Yeah.
Loved seeing Ghost come over the top like that, man.
Yeah. I think the perfect time we're getting it as you leave the station.
The thing is, there's so many ride interactions in this park because there's so many coasters. Rides are always interacting with each other as well.
Yeah.
So, like, you're on one coaster and you're seeing another coaster go whizzing past. It feels like that at all times as well.
Yeah. I'm just looking at this toilet blocks. I'm just like, covering up the default toilet stuff is like one of the quickest but best things you can really do to help with an area's theme.
There's only like 4 pieces that have just covered that up. 5
Yeah. What,
works. You've got the flooring, the log,
yeah,
wood
then
on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
6,
7 pieces.
7 pieces, and
Covered that up, and
yeah.
it just looks amazing.
Yeah, and now it just completely fits with the theme.
Kind of giving me the idea of like kind of using basic shapes as well. You could even just use like one of the cylinders. So like kind of if you're going for like maybe a sci-fi, you could just put a black cylinder in there or something like that. But just to kind of like, yeah, that's given me some like kind of really good ideas moving forward of how to cover up these toilet blocks, different themes.
Yeah, I was just noticing there's this really nice seating area, and it's like, well, if I was having a real life day, I would do what we've just done up until Ghost, and just sit down here, eat lunch, and just have my camera like a mini tripod just filming. Because there's what, 3 coasters here?
1, 2, 3, I think 4. I think.
Yeah.
Actually.
And there's the
Maybe
giant.
5 up in the background. I don't know. This park has just got so many coasters all over the place. It's funny, amount of coasters, and it doesn't look cluttered.
Yeah, I think it's like.
Which I love.
Yeah. Gosh, imagine standing here trying to watch a ghost and just see this flying underneath.
Looking forward to go on that.
Yeah.
How much more of the park have we still got to go? Because we must be what, touching an hour at the moment already. Got to be like kind of approaching an hour spotlight.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I know there's the Western Coaster, and then there's the invert at the entrance and the Giga, and then I think the pirate area. I think that's it.
This is the longest spotlight I've ever done.
Yeah. I know, I'm just seeing Castle Ruins. I think this is the spinning coaster.
It's the flat ride, isn't it?
Is it? Or is there just 2... That might be the queue line there for it.
Oh, I don't know then.
I'm just
planks there.
Yeah. Oh, so this is just another great view. Just watching this. Right, let's continue down this queue line. I was going to be admiring the views forever. Oh, this is the spinning coaster.
Oh, good call.
Yeah. Small little wild mouse there.
In ride itself was quite generic in its layout. It's not one that you won't have seen, or it followed quite a set route which these rides do take. What made that ride was its theming
Yeah.
and sight lines that ride gave as you went around. I wasn't really paying that much attention ride itself because I was too busy looking at everything else going on around it.
Yeah, what it actually is like, to me, it gives off these realistic vibes as if when the park originally opened, this was like its first coaster, and it was just a clone of some ride somewhere, and then over time they got these massive giant coasters, but they just kept this original one.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I kind of get that kind of story from it as well. Once again, lines again
Yeah.
throughout.
Anyway, I also just realised that there's another cable car station above, like, higher up than the ground, a bit like the entrance.
Great. Oh wow, this mine train that just went whizzing past.
Oh
us
god,
as well.
yeah.
This just looks absolutely sensational. Once again, the same as everything else in the park. There's nowhere in the park that doesn't look detailed. Nowhere in the park that doesn't look amazing. As long as the spotlight is going on, it is going on a long time. Don't want it to end.
Yeah.
Enjoying looking at this park so much. If this was the type of park that I got access to right now, if I could walk around this park myself, I'd spend hours in this park just experiencing it.
Yeah. I also want to say, this ride skin is, I just absolutely love it.
Again, simple.
Yeah.
All you need.
And then the other thing I'm noticing is this, like, continuing generic theme of this wall around, like, these areas by the lake, and it's just the same everywhere with these lights on the side.
Imagine how long that would have taken to place with the lights as well.
Yeah.
Are them lights going up the cable car pillars?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, just this whole sightline, mind mayhem. So I've just noticed that is so clever.
Yeah, using the terrain to do that.
Because it's like they just have rails in the terrain. Right, I think we should get on this one. Right, feels like a mine train. Which, can I say, just having these pillars up on the station, I think that's just such a cool little feature of actually doing something in this area, because usually I would just leave this area blank.
You know what's funny? I know we need to get on with the spotlight, and I know we need to stop waffling.
Yeah.
At the same time, I understand that this park is 100,000 pieces. Get that. Nowhere where I'm looking am I thinking, there's so many pieces. Because when we're coming into these stations, it's simple and effective, but in the best possible way. The way that it's spread out the 100,000 pieces across the entire park, at no point does it look over detailed. It, like, all the way around, looks the right level of detailed. We'll go for a ride.
Yeah, you probably should. Right. Rise Mining Co. What? It's still so long as well, 4,000 feet. wow, it just kept going. I thought, oh, surely now it's gonna finish. No, second lift hill. After that, oh, okay, now we're gonna head to the brakes. No, third lift hill. Was it three? I think it was three lift hills or something.
It was 3, yeah.
Yeah. It's just like the setting is so good, and 4,000 feet in this small of a space.
It is a very small footprint, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's always interacting with itself, constantly coming back on itself and intertwining with itself. And I mean, did anybody expect anything less from the rides that we've already been on already?
Yeah.
Anybody genuinely come onto this ride and think, this is going to suck? Judging from the rides that we've been on, you were expecting a world-class, amazing mine train, and that's exactly what you've got.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Fantastic. Nothing more I can say. And kind of like this timber theme instead.
Yeah, but I think it still works for Western.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
This theme was amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. There was constantly something to see all the way around. Very much like the other rides as well, there's always something to see. I feel like you need to ride these rides 2 or 3 times. Once, experience the ride itself. To have a look around and have a look at all the visuals. The 3rd time to see if it needed smoothing or anything.
Yeah.
Ranking. Because there's that much to experience. One ride doesn't feel like enough. Because they're so good.
Yeah.
Love this area. Steampunk.
I remember in stream it was talking about how this roof was like ridiculous. That's one blueprint.
What? 4,000 pieces for that one roof.
It's just absolutely crazy, but it looks
mental. It looks sensational.
Yeah.
That is mental.
That's like 4% of the park is right here.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, I think there's 2 coasters here. There's Steam Machine and Steamer. One of the things I'm seeing are these coaster stations stacked on top of each other. That's so cool. That is just so awesome.
That's ace. Wonder if they're timed to go off at the same time as well then.
That'd be so cool, but I can see one of them is the Giga, so I don't think it would work very well.
Oh no, that wouldn't work.
So let's see what Steam Machine is. What have we got here? It's the invert. 4,000 feet.
Not even 2 minutes. It's only like a minute and a half. 4,000 feet in a minute and a half ride.
Gosh. Anyway, here comes one into the station. So let's go for a ride. So, steam machine.
Was ace.
Yeah. I like the lifter doesn't even seem that tall, but it keeps its speed so well.
I just really like the theming around it once again. For B&M, pretty much like all the other rides in the park, did exactly what it needed to. Great inversions, great theming all the way around. In
Yeah.
feedback as all the other rides. Honest, there's not a single negative. I think the only one slight negative I've had at the entire park was literally up some fencing for safety, and that was it.
Yeah.
Ride sense, every ride has been perfect.
Yeah. Right, should we go on the Giga then?
Go on the Giga, finally. Oh, Mickey Mouse.
Oh, where? Oh yeah, that's a good one. I just realised I haven't seen any other ones. They're hidden really
I
well.
kind of forgot. Not gonna lie. Well, to be fair, that was 2 days ago. So
Yeah,
we're at the
right.
entrance.
Steamer.
Looking forward to go on this Giga at the entire spotlight.
Yeah. I think the one bit of feedback is it's a Giga and that's the entire queue. Maybe a bit of a longer queue or something because it's probably the biggest crowd draw of the whole park. Ah,
Biggest queue
I
line
found another
I've
one.
seen. Oh, nice. Nice.
Anyway, there is one here. Let's go on this thing. Here we go. Again, I just don't know where to start.
That was crazy. That was absolutely mental.
I think it's nearly 400 feet as well. Which is just ridiculous.
You know what I really liked? Is it covered every theme of the park. All these different themed owned areas. It passes through every single area. So it even had a little tiny sci-fi tunnel When it
Yeah,
went through the space tunnel, it had the pirates, it had the horror.
yeah,
Literally every theme is done in the park. This Giga goes through it at some point. Is themed around a specific area.
yeah,
So to have one coaster themed to so many different aspects of a park, don't think I've ever seen anyone do that before.
yeah. It's
Have one coaster so many different themes. Sorry, yeah.
probably one of the best coasters that I've ever seen anyone build in this game because it's tall. I've no clue how fast it got at the bottom of that first drop, but it felt like super fast. Just
The thing
ridiculous.
is, Rai Rai said to go on the pirate coaster last, didn't he, because that was the best.
It just
How
said
would you top
go on it
that?
last.
I'm just wondering how can you top some of the rides that we've been on? I
Yeah,
mean, I would still say that Ghost is my favourite. The Giga's not far behind.
yeah. And just when it hits the brakes, it still has so much speed.
Hmm.
Like I can imagine it could probably go around into the pirate area and back again with the amount of speed it had.
I could have probably made the entirety of the park, to be honest.
Probably.
I mean, looking just at this one little tiny area, just this pirate area alone, I've spotlighted parks like this that are this size.
Yeah.
Just this one area alone.
I know I think this was his submission to the 40 by 40 mini park contest.
Then when we kind of like get to the end of this spotlight and you're going to ask me for my thoughts on the park as a whole, I'm not even going to sure where I'm even going to start. That, to be honest, I could write an essay.
Yeah, right. We have ourselves a spinning coaster. What have we got? Riptide. Looks like it's the shortest coaster with about 1,000 feet of track. Anyway, here we go. So, yeah, I think it's definitely on the shorter side compared to some of the other giant coasters, but it's like a good one when you're starting out, if you know what I'm saying.
It very much one of them experience coasters again with all the other rides that are going on around you, everything as well. A cascade I just saw went whizzing past.
Yeah, just
I
seen
didn't even know
that.
there was a cascade in here. Where's that been hiding? Yeah, a cascade just went whizzing past as well. So it was like
Yeah,
kind of very much one of them rides, like kind of where you're just taking in the sights of everything else done around once again. Yeah,
yeah.
great job.
We've got Flying Dutchman. I'm gonna guess that's the ship, but I see what looks to be some sort of station building over in the back here, which might be the Cascade. Right, here we
Oh,
go.
without your autos.
Yeah, I love this like ship area. Like this ship, you'd probably just put it in a lake, but there's like a proper dock, stairs up to it.
I really like that as well.
Yeah. And wow, this
Hang on, that river rapids next to us as well. To our
where's
left,
that? Is that? Hold
that's the
on, that's
Bridge
awesome.
Cascade.
Because I know the Cascade's normal track with water in it. You hit it, you just slow down.
But he's put like the water effect in it.
Yeah, that's really clever. I need to. I want to steal that.
That is a good idea.
Yeah. Also, just the Giga from up here is even crazier.
It's so high.
It's ridiculous.
Good shot of it though. That was
Yeah,
really nice shot of it.
I like this. How it's like you put the jewel in the eye.
That's a good idea actually.
Yeah, Anyway, I believe this is the Cascade. Also, can I just say how well he's managed to bring this park over? Because...
You mean what he originally did? Originally and then expanded, you mean?
Yeah, because I believe that this pirate area, he split it into like 12 blueprints, then put each one into the park.
Ah,
It just doesn't even look like that.
no, you wouldn't even tell.
Yeah, like...
It looks
Wow.
so seamless.
Yeah, it does. Anyway, so we got a Rogue Wave, 3,000 feet on a Cascade.
Yeah, it's not even 2 minutes long.
Yeah, let's do a night ride on this one. I think.
Yeah,
That.
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go for a ride on the Cascade. So Rogue Wave, gosh.
There's a penultimate ride park. Once again, what do we both say when we've been on coasters now in a park such as this? When they're all of such a high quality, how do you start to give feedback for a ride?
Yeah.
We've already said that every ride is so good without literally just sitting here repeating yourselves over and over, because once again the ride was amazing. You've heard us say that already.
Yeah.
Great theming, we've said that already. Great smoothing, we've said that already. So, once again, just the quality and the standard of the rides in this park, every single one has been world class.
Yeah. Right. So I guess we just get this out of the way then. Final coaster. I'm just gonna zoom over
The
there.
final coaster.
Yeah.
Before we start coming on to the end of this video, I just want to add as well, first off, thank you ever so much for having me along. It's been an honour. 2, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, Dan. I think it's an absolute travesty that he has not got more subscribers than he has. The fact that he's still on 170 subs is a joke, and you deserve times that. So please make sure you go and leave a like and subscribe on Dan's channel, and make sure to stay tuned, because he really does put out some amazing videos.
Yeah, and likewise, there'll be links to Matty's channel down in the description. Right. Let's see. Should we do the final coaster at night?
Can we do it? Yeah, I reckon so. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So, One-Eyed Willy. Okay. Here we go. Oh, what a final coaster.
That was amazing. Perfect. Hey, and spotlight as well.
Yeah. I think I understand now why he said leave it to last, because there's this cave back here I think is really cool.
It was really nice as well.
Yeah. And I'm seeing a funny Channel 5 gaming meme about these box cats. I was just assuming there's another Mickey.
There is.
Yeah.
Round 6 of 22.
Wow. The whole park just... Wow, it's just incredible, really. Oh, look at that.
Just absolutely beautiful and crazy. You can tell it's 18 months of work. If you told me that was 3 years worth of work, I would have believed you.
Yeah.
Dan's theme park. I haven't experienced this yet. 3-word park review. No, 3-word park review. You've got to review the park in 3 words.
Oh. Okay.
Anyone who I ever do a joint spotlight with, ever, whether that be for their channel or my channel, they have to do a 3-word park review.
Right.
And you have to try and make it a coherent sentence if you can.
Okay. I'm just thinking, absolutely no words.
That's one of the best 3-word park reviews anyone has given me yet. Humans was oh my lord. I would for mine, I would say Matty needs PC.
Yeah. And you're going to need a good one.
I'm going to need a powerful PC.
Yeah.
But I really want a PC experience these parts.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll let you carry on. I just needed to get that in before you finish the video.
Yeah.
What would you say your favourite ride of the park was?
Oh. I'd say my favourite to ride would be the Giga, and then my favourite themed would probably be Ghost.
I would probably say Ghost for both. Ride and themed. I think Ghost was most likely the best ride I have ever been on in a spotlight.
Yeah. I think the other thing is that it didn't feel repetitive, like, at all. Yes, you have these two B&M loopers, but they're completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you have a Gerstlauer Eurofighter and an Infinity, but they felt completely different.
Love it.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much the end of the spotlight, finally.
Reckon anyone made it to the very end?
I have no idea. Think of a word they should comment if they made it all the way to the end.
If you made it to the very end, down in the comments, you deserve cookies.
There you go.
There you go. That's how you know if people got to the end. We deserve cookies.
Yes.
At the very end of this video, we deserve cookies down in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for Dan. He deserves it for all his hard work that he puts into his video.
Yeah, so that is going to be it for this video. As Matty said, like and subscribe. You can go and check out his content down below, which he's got a new park build, and of course he's got his own park spotlights. But yeah, that's it, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Everybody. Everywhere you look at sightlines.
Oh no.
Oh no.
This is...
Well, that won't get motion.
That is definitely an issue with Tejicam here. Let me try that. Let me try that again. There we go.
Right, Dan, hurry up and walk down the queue. I want to get on this ride.
Alright.
It looks so good. I just want to go on it now. You need to stop talking and go on the ride.
Yeah. Okay. My first thoughts whenever I watch this POV is just... wow.
Not much more you can say than that, is there? I think,
yeah.
Wow. Pretty much sums it up. Now, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on your channel or not, but
no.
I'm going to say that. Not even...
No.
Okay, refilm that then. Sorry. It's taken 17 months just to put the lights in. You can insert the meme into this video, like kind of 3 hours, like, you know, about 4 times into this video.
Yeah.
I swear, stop like kind of waffled about sightlines and things like that numerous times. I don't think me and you should do a spotlight together again, Dan, because I think between us we waffle too much. Thought that Tommy CM and Michael were bad, and I come on with you, and you're even worse.
Maybe we should do a smaller park.
Maybe that's what we should do, like a mini park or something.
Yeah.
It's like you look around just the shot that you're on right now, without even moving the camera, as he says as he moves the camera.
I just don't really know where to start on this one.
At the very beginning, it's a very good place to start. I mean, I don't think for the sense of the spotlight we should go on things 3 times.
No.
The spotlight's already 2 days long as it is anyway.
You'll definitely find me here with a sandwich or something, just eating as I'm looking over the lake.
I could just envision you sat there with your deadly Dunkers. There's Black Maya. Hang on, has he finished it?
I think he's going to finish it this year, if he does finish it.
You're not going to invite me back for a spotlight again, are you? You're going to be like, he waffles way too much. My poor PC, when I tried to render this video, it took me 3 days to render the video.
It's been in the background of all the shots. So,
Is there a gigger in this park? I didn't know that. You should have told me there was a gigger. To be fair, you can't open the park because it'll blow the PC up, so it's fine.
I can probably get 3 guests in.
3 whole guests.
I can imagine me with my little camera just filming it.
Little Dan just sat down here.
Yeah.
And camels.
Where you can go and see some tiny console parks.
Oh, touche. After I really say some lovely stuff and you come in with a little... That's how it is. Well,
how about tiny but detailed console parks?
tiny but detailed, we'll go with that.
It's taken us a year to record this. The time's gone from year 228 to 229.
Well, I actually thought you meant a year of actual recording because it feels like it.
It does.